But we have more breaking updates coming in of Brent crude now trading at around $108.47 per barrel, even as the global cues signal easing of tensions. Remember, the United States has also indicated not just an end to Operation Epic Fury, but also opening of the Strait of Hormuz. This has triggered a softening in the crude prices, with Brent slipping after. Let's take a look at the numbers and how they have changed. Now, remember, there has been a sudden increase, but now there is a slight decrease in the prices. But if we make a comparison of what the prices were before the war versus now, of course, there has been a big jump. So before the war began, which is on the 27th of February, the price per barrel was $72.97. And now look at how the prices have changed. Of course, there have been a lot of fluctuations in the time from February 27 to the 6th of May. There have been multiple fluctuations, sometimes going up, seeing a big jump, and then a slump as well. But currently, if we compare the prices, it has increased to about $108 per barrel. So Hina is with us for a better understanding of whether this sentiment, Hina, is really going to continue, because we have seen multiple upheavals over the last few weeks, isn't it?
That's right. And the direct impact of everything that's happening between US and Iran and West Asia is having an impact on the Brent crude prices. You just showed to our viewers how Brent crude prices a day before the war started were so much lower than where they are right now. They had even, touched $120 per barrel when we saw probably there's not going to be an end to this conflict very, very soon, when those were the indications. But now, with fresh indications coming in from US President Donald Trump himself that there could be possibility of some kind of a peace deal between US and Iran very soon. There could be a possibility of pause on Project Freedom as well for some time around the Strait of Hormuz. Now that is renewing sentiment in energy markets as well, and that's the reason why Brent crude prices have fallen sharply. In fact, this is a great news for oil markets and the oil importing countries like India, that rely heavily on the Middle East for the import of crude and LPG specifically. So it's a great news out there, but we'll have to see what eventually happens, because we have seen several flip-flops as well when it comes to Donald Trump and his statements. Now, will Iran really agree to what Trump is saying right now? That remains to be seen. Is there going to be another round of talks between US and Iran very soon, just like what we saw happening in Islamabad a couple of weeks ago? Are we likely to see a second round again? And who's going to be leading those talks? I mean, those are some of the things that the markets are now going to be looking forward to. But as of now, the signs are positive, and that's the reason why you're seeing a drop in the crude oil prices.
Okay, so you're right. Trump himself has also said it previously that things are going great with Iran, and suddenly we see the markets cheering, and then all of a sudden there's a complete U-turn, and we see that the war has started again. We have Snehi Shah, senior analyst from ET Now, also joining us on the broadcast. Snehi, are the markets being too optimistic? How should we read this sentiment in the markets?
Well, thanks for having me. I don't think the markets are being overly optimistic. I think it's just fine, given that we have a 0.5% uptick on the Nifty, even when the crude prices have seen a little bit of softening from their peaks. So the market is not overreacting to this, and at open we're 0.5% higher, about 125 points higher on the Nifty. So we're at 24,150 thereabouts right now. The IT index, PSU index, all of them are doing well. But you have the FMCG index as well as the energy index that's slightly under pressure. But coming back to what's causing this market reaction is two comments with Trump first saying that Project Freedom is on hold right now because they're still assessing how to react to Iran's peace proposal. On the other side, his Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth has also said that the Iran ceasefire still stays in place despite the attack that has happened on UAE recently. So on the back of both of these positive comments, crude prices have taken a little bit of a softening, and on the back of that, the markets are also doing really well. In fact, in the advanced decline ratio, if you see it for the broader market, for the Nifty 500, you do have more stocks that are in the green compared to the red. 388 stocks in the green, 110 in the red right now, with some names like Coforge that are up 10% on earnings, followed by Cohance, Wockhardt, Netweb, Poonawalla, Garden Reach. On the flip side, some pressure on names like Gallant Ispat on the back of its earnings, UBL on earnings, Schneider, Hitachi, L&T, Emcure. So these are some of the stocks to watch out for on open. But yes, crude prices have softened a little bit, and we're seeing a very good open for the market right now, up about 0.5%.
Okay, all right. So markets are cheering currently, and you mentioned the 2 points that have led to this cheer in the markets. What do they really signal? Let's talk about that. Thank you, Snehi, for joining us with all those details.